How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I am back with another Sleep Token reaction, and boy is it a big one, because we are starting off the second album, This Place Will Become Your Tomb. I have been waiting to get to this album. I have been excited. We're starting off with the first song, Atlantic, and as the title suggests, it says visualizer, and yeah, it's just a lot of underwater imagery. Maybe the lyrics will make that make sense. So we're just gonna dive in. Let's go. This is Atlantic. Ooh. Very delicate.
Call me when they bury bodies underwater. It's blue light over murder for me. Crumble like a temple built from future daughters to wasteland when the oceans recede. Mary in the morning, earn your bitter father. It's easier to try not to eat. So flood me like Atlantic, bandage up the trenches, anything to get me to sleep.
Dude. That's cryptic as fuck. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Oh, cups surrounding, eyes like frozen planets, just orbiting the vacuum I am. And they talk me through the damage, consequence, and how it's a pain they know they don't understand.
Oh shit. I get it.
Sobbing as they turn to statues at the bedside. I'm trying not to crush into sand. So flood me like Atlantic, where the meets and nothing. Wash away the blood on my hands.
Just fuck right off. This is sad. Oh no. Synth? Fuck your drumming, dude. Holy shit. Uh,
Don't you wake me
oh, oh, oh. Okay. Holy shit. That was. I'm laughing because of how epic that song structure was, number one. I am continuously impressed by Two's drumming. I just, yeah, nothing more to say about that. Now, coming to the topic of the song. Like, now, if you're aware of the narrative, if you're aware of the backstory of Sundowning and the EPs and stuff, there was an accident, presumably a car accident, because there was imagery, or not imagery, but allusions to like marks on a dashboard and a fight that happened inside a car. So that kind of something happened there. So this is kind of bringing a lot of it into a clearer picture for me, because I think toxic relationship, yes, they always fought, you know, as quite a bit of the lyrics in Sundowning showed us. They felt nothing aside from the times when they fought. They felt best when they fought, and it was toxic, and that's how they sort of bonded with each other, right? Him and his lover. And then there was an accident, the lover died. I, in my head, thought the lover committed suicide, and like he couldn't get over the loss. But no, there was an accident. Right, there was a car accident, and she died. He woke up and was told that she died, and that's the trauma, because the last thing that they did was fight in the car, and that caused maybe distracted whoever was driving. They crashed the car. She died. He survived. He is living with the guilt, and he's trying to process it, and it's not making sense. So that's kind of the overall story I'm getting. But with this song specifically, this first verse is cryptic as hell, because I'm trying to piece it together. Call me when they bury bodies underwater. It's blue light over murder for me. So is that him saying blue? What's blue light? Oh, he's underwater. Wait, did the car crash into the Atlantic? I guess that would make sense if he's from the UK. They were somewhere along the coast and they crashed into the ocean. That may be reading too much into it, but they crashed into a body of water. They were underwater. And it's blue light over murder for me, maybe alluding to blue light. Like when you look up, if you're underwater and you look up, the light is blue because the water, the light spectrum. Anyway, that's science. Fuck that. My point is, the light looks blue. That's the blue light. Maybe? Maybe. Blue light over murder. Does he feel like her death was his fault? I would assume so, right? Because if the last thing you do with your significant other is fight, and then you get into an accident and one of you and that person dies, you're gonna feel like it's your fault. You feel that blame, you feel that responsibility, that guilt, and you feel like you basically, oh, it's my fault, she's dead. It's basically like murder, right? This next line, crumble like a temple built from future daughters to wasteland when the oceans recede. Now, I know it's metaphoric, but I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it's a metaphor for. Metaphor for. Crumble like a temple built from future daughters. Crumble like a temple built from future daughters. Not for, not by, from future daughters. The word choice there is very specific. Built from future daughters. To wasteland when the oceans recede. When the oceans recede. you guys are gonna have to help me out with that in the comments. I don't really know what that's referring to. But merry in the morning, earn your bit of fodder. It's easier not to try not to eat. That pretty much I get. Earn your bit of fodder. Fodder is basically food. Earn your bit of food. Swallow this bit of food that you have, because it's easier to try not to eat. It's easier to starve yourself, but you have to eat in order to survive. You have to consume, right? Earn your bit of fodder. You might as well live your life and earn your living and earn the food that you don't want, rather than starve yourself, kill yourself, and die, basically. So flood me like Atlantic, bandage up the trenches, anything to get me to sleep. That again, metaphor. Flood me like Atlantic. Bandage up the trenches. I mean, they could be literal trenches, or they're metaphorical trenches. Trenches are things that are dug out, right? Not holes, but like trenches. There's no other word to describe them. Anything to get me to sleep. Flood me like Atlantic. Fine, we'll come back to that. Verse 2, which is I really want to figure out here. I woke up surrounded, eyes like frozen planets just orbiting the vacuum I am. This basically explained to me that he woke up in the hospital. Or he woke up somewhere that he was... No, it's a hospital, because they talk me through the damage, consequence, and how it's a pain they know they don't understand. That's what they talk me through the damage. So your accident, the consequence, your partner is dead, and how it's a pain they know they don't understand. So they're basically saying, I'm very sorry for your loss. Because that's what you say to someone when they lose someone close to them, even though you can't understand the pain. Right? And then he's like sobbing as they turn to statues at the bedside. All they can do is stand and watch while he breaks down. And he's trying not to crush into sand. So he wants to lash out at them and turn these statues into sand. Right? He wants to attack them. He's holding himself back, but the pain he's feeling, the rage he's feeling, he basically wants to attack these statues, the doctors and the nurses that basically woke him up. Flood me like Atlantic, weather me to nothing, wash away the blood on my hands. So that can be flood me like Atlantic. So is that like put me to sleep, like give me the drugs, flood me with all this stuff? And Atlantic being the metaphor for like the ocean, the weight of the ocean is the only thing that can get him to sleep. Weather me to nothing, wash away the blood on my hands. So that basically he feels responsible for his woman's death, right? That's what that is. Then the song takes a fucking heavy turn, and he repeats the words, call me when they bury bodies underwater, it's blue light over murder for me. Crumble like a temple built from future daughters. A temple built from future daughters. That is cryptic, dude. Crumble like a temple built from future daughters to wasteland when the oceans recede. I have a theory. A temple built from future daughters. If you consider the body a temple, he's talking about his girlfriend, wife, partner, whoever, her body being crumpled. That was a pretty violent accident. A temple built from future daughters. So they could have had a life together where they had children and then a lineage, future daughters, to wasteland when the oceans recede. So when she is pulled from the water, her temple basically has receded to a wasteland. So she's dead. That's a very cryptic way of saying the future mother of my children, or what could have been the mother of my children, is dead. A temple built from future daughters. But then again, that word choice, from future daughters, it's not for future daughters. If it was for future daughters, I could say, okay, he's talking about her body, her womb being a temple, whatever, right? That's digging a little too deep. And then he ends the song saying, don't wake me, don't wake me. So he wants to go back to sleep. He wants to go to sleep. He wants to basically walk back into the ocean and go to sleep. He wants to go join her. So Jesus, the song is depressing. It's an amazing song, but holy shit. This, I think, even cryptic lyrics aside, this is like the clearest image of what happened to me. This paints the perfect picture of like, there was an accident. She died. He survived. He feels guilt. And he's trying to process that guilt, and the only way he can is to write songs about it. That's basically what is happening here. Goddamn. Okay, that was... Whoo! That's heavy, man. That is heavy. But yeah, like I said, some of these things really cryptic. If you guys please enlighten me in the comments about the temple built from future daughters, mostly. That's kind of what I couldn't really piece together what he was talking about there. But everything else kind of made sense to me, basically. The Atlantic being a metaphor and everything. So yeah, that was Atlantic. What a heavy goddamn song, and what a start to an album. I am hyped. Nervous to see where this goes, but hyped nonetheless. And I want to jump into the next song, which I believe is Hypnosis. Yep, Hypnosis. So I'm going to do that. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will see you in the next one. Be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed my reaction. And like I said, leave a comment. You know, maybe you guys had a different sort of interpretation, because that's what these songs are. They give us different interpretations depending on who's listening and who relates to the lyrics. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye bye.